I suppose when Chevron gives a PR firm a large budget to conduct a smear campaign and it can't find anything to use, it has to make something up or take things out of context. I've already answered their distortions about my record of public service. The new charge that they've mailed to every Richmond voter, that I'm an anarchist, is completely false and should seem ludicrous on its face, since I have long volunteered for government committees and I am running for Richmond City Council. They made up the charge based on one statement taken out of context, where I tried to explain that the only way we could have no government, that is anarchy, is if everyone is a perfect person who always acted with self-discipline. You can see this for yourself even in the clip that Chevron uses. But you will notice that they cut the clip just where I give an example that makes my point clearly. What they cut was this. Quote, "For instance, at UC Davis, after all the students were pepper sprayed, they, the students, went to listen to the chancellor, and even though there was no organization, everyone was able to quietly sit down on both sides of the walkway and allow her, the chancellor, to leave." That is anarchy at its best. Hopefully, this city council can work that way, where we respect each other and where the audience respects all of you. Unquote. In other words, this was all part of my call to the city council to work together. Their lies in this mailer keep piling up. They use a photo of me in a Halloween costume from my Facebook page as proof of my desire for chaos and disorder. They claim that I've racked up $202,000 in debts, but that's my mortgage. And like most of you, I make my mortgage payment monthly. Do you think that this whole mailing was even close to a fair description of who I am and what I stand for? I would like you to consider this. If Chevron's cheap smears multiplied by their millions for mailings and media promotions are allowed to work, how many good people who oppose Chevron's policies will run for office? There's a reason that Chevron is spending so much money to try to defeat Marilyn Lane-Lewis and myself. They do not want people who will stand up to them on the city council. You have to decide when you vote whether Chevron can buy Richmond with its money and cheap smears. I don't object to Chevron criticizing me for something I stand for. I think Chevron has a bad record in its relations with the community and in its management of the dangerous refinery in our midst. I think the city must demand improvements from Chevron. But Chevron has not just been negatively campaigning. It has been campaigning with lies. I believe Richmond voters will see through this. Again, all you have to do is look at the official financial filings. All of the money for the smear campaign comes to you thanks to funding from Chevron.